Hey again, YouTubers. Despite my intense mental strain and stress, I completed my relocation again back to the second camping site here again. Though it's in another room. Still the layout completely resembles my my previous stays last time and last Lunar New Year. Well, though I met some more small setbacks. In fact, the washing machine here ceased to function. Apparently is broken and needs some repairs by a technician on call. Yet such dual process is still pending. Well, according to what the receptionist told me. So I still, that leaves me two options. Option number one, go to a dry cleaning shop apparently nearby, or head to, or find some time some day to go back to my grandma's residence even for a while, and ask her to do the laundry for me, and find some other time to go back there and pick them up, and then come back here. It still terrifies and pains me to just go back, to return to my grandma's residence, even for a while, to find her and help me with doing laundry work. Well, in fact I still have some other clean clothes, clean clothing to for change. So it is a matter of time that I run out of them. But the good news is, I keep the aircon switched on for pretty much the rest of the time, so that I don't sweat that much. Well, though I did sweat a bit, while I was trying to relocate myself back here from my third camping site. Yeah, and currently I am waiting for the delivery guy to deliver me the takeaway food for dinner tonight. And I still have quite a few phone calls to make, quite a few phone calls to make, to a board, to overseas. And while that however it still remains the least of my current concerns. I heard news from my grandma, last time when I, called her, over the phone, and she told me that crazy, crazy woman, just several days ago, still attempted to harass my grandma, and I. Of course, it still, in turn, makes me worry quite a bit about pretty much everything, and everyone who's got a stake in this whole affairs. But there is so little I can do right now to ease the pain of my grandma's. There's so little I can do for her at the moment, except try to gather some more strength and more morale amidst of this demoralizing circumstance, and then call her over the phone for as many times as I can. Sorry, not for as many times as I can, but as often as I can, whenever I feel the need to let her hear my voice, at least, to in order to know that, in order to to notify her that I'm still alive and breathing, though not in so great condition. On the other hand, I was still kind of trying to do some work just now, trying to to make some PowerPoint, some PowerPoint slides for for some events, and and now, yes, I just hope that tonight I could get a normal hibernation, considering the fact that I haven't been hibernating properly for the for two consecutive for 2 consecutive days at least, and yes, it has rendered me so weary, so mentally exhausted, even quite physically exhausted. Nevertheless, I'm still trying my utmost best to hold the line, to keep myself alive, by doing some more work, including but are not limited to making more and more YouTube vids, documenting my current struggles, attempts to address my own problems, and try to be a good example online, instead of being a dude with a defeatist mindset, by telling you guys that the system and the world are both rigged to serve the needs of those in power. Yes, it is a fact. Though it does not necessarily mean that we can't do anything to work between the angles so that we can make our own lives somewhat better and more comfy and etc. Well, there is one slight issue if you happen to live on the second floor, or in Great Britain's term, if you happen to live on the first floor, that means one floor above the ground floor. The slight issue is that, well, you have to you have to always keep an eye on whether you have whether you have slided the curtains back to its original place when you while you attempt to fap. That's the main concern. Well, it's not a major concern, but it is still it still remains a slight concern as to me, as to what I think. But regardless, let's continue to hold the line and do ourselves one more favor by staying alive, seeking or creating solutions to address our current problems. Yeah, so that's it for this filming session. Thank you again for watching and listening. I hope you guys are having a great day, or at least a better day than I do. Bye bye. Good day.